And India acted swiftly and introduced a wide range of measures to implement and enforce pre-existing legislation to protect the Amur Falcons and Snow Leopards. On the sidelines of the ongoing COP13, DD News team caught up with two leading organizations which are working closely to safeguard these migrating species.
COP13 is going on and a lot has been written about Amur falcon and snow leopard. And when we talk about COP13 and about these two species, it is imperative that people from the grassroots actually come together and make a difference. You've been working closely with Snow Leopard. How did it happen?
The Snow Leopard Conservancy India Trust, which is an organization, grassroots organization based in Ladakh, it came into existence in the year 2003, mostly in the response to the growing conflict between humans and snow leopard. It's been a kind of a paradigm shift in wildlife conservation, so to speak, because at some point, the conservation model was mostly excluding the local communities, and this organization was one of the first organizations that had really recognized the importance of, including local communities.
What are the challenges you faced? How it was difficult for you to, your organization to map them?
They live in very difficult, under very tough conditions in high altitude areas, very thin air, the rugged terrain. So obviously, we don't know really how many snow leopards there are in India today and globally also. So it's a great challenge really to have a number.
When we talk about snow leopard, there is another species which needs mentioning. It is Amur falcon. How did you come to this conclusion of saving Amur falcon?
The Amur falcon has unwittingly become a kind of a conservation mascot across the Northeast. As we stand here at this CMS COP meet, it really is the first example of a transboundary migratory species that is connecting people. A message of hope that we bring to this conference, that it is possible to not just connect migratory species but also peoples across the planet.
Was there a challenge to change the outlook of the people, and tell them that these are our guests, let's save them?
We often find that communities are not really connected with their land as much as they'd like to be, and because of that reason, they are also sometimes taken advantage of. And as you empower them with knowledge of conservation issues, and they also get empowered to make the right choices for their own sustainable lifestyles. And we also look after the welfare of the people as well as the habitat of the species.
It is imperative that the community comes together to safeguard this species. With cameraman Sumit Naudial, this is Taposh Bhattacharya, TD News, Gandhinagar.